Yeah, I pretty love Thailand. So now as I will have the opportunity to work online, like I would like to settle in Thailand, but I'm
Okay.
able to travel around because you work online. So
Oh,
now I
okay.
will have a flexibility that I can settle here and have
Got you.
friends and stay.
Got you.
But you are in the middle of like, Southeast Asia, then you can go to Korea, you can go to Vietnam, you can go to places which I
Got
haven't had the opportunity because I was working all the time.
got you. So I'm curious if you could tell me like so far you've been been coming to Thailand. What is like your five top things like you would say to do here in Thailand that you enjoy?
Ooh, hard question because I was a workaholic. So
Ooh,
like, what have you been doing? Working and studying? Tough question. I think generally here traveling around is great. Meeting new people is great.
got you.
People are here are so open-minded and nice and kind.
Okay.
As a woman, I feel really, really safe. So I think for women being here is great. I'm not afraid to walking in the dark or things like this. Maybe other countries does. Food is great for many people. I think I'm not much an eating out person.
Okay. So you said you're not much of an eating out person. So do you cook mostly at home?
Yeah, I cook mostly at home. Yeah.
Interesting. I find that kind of funny because even myself, like, I enjoy ordering out because it's so affordable. And I would argue you actually save money by ordering out, like the cost, right? Because when you look at like far as like the electricity and so have you, like, and then the cost versus the dollar, which is the Thai baht, technically, it comes out to be cheaper.
Yes, but not. Because if you think about, let's say you ordered minced beef, rice,
Right, right,
whatever. So rice is very cheap anyway. You get a lot of rice and you get some like maybe 100 gram of beef, a good amount, right,
gotcha.
for something. But when I order food, gym girl is here. I have to pay attention to my protein. So if you see the price for amount of protein you get, now I have to buy another 100 gram of something, extend it with fiber or blah, 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 put together a proper meal
Right,
for
right.
nutrition perspective. So the price is cheaper, but for feeding your nutrition needs, it's not, because then I just have to extend with a bunch of other things.
Right, right.
So the perspective is different.
Okay, interesting. So, is there any countries like you've been to, like saying like I don't really see myself kind of going back there for various reasons, and you don't really have to get into the technicalities of. But is there anything to say, what, like I don't see myself kind of going back?
Yeah, nowhere. I would never go back anywhere.
Oh,
Not because something wrong with the countries. I just don't read my books backwards. Like it's
okay.
same like with your exes, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm in another chapter, babes. Like
Right, right,
ahead.
right,
And I feel the same. Like if I moved out from there, it was
right.
for a purpose,
Okay.
or maybe like I don't know, something led me to be somewhere else.
Right,
So I
right.
believe that I follow the signs where I have to be.
Got you.
So, and the same when they ask, like, would you ever move home? I'm like, no, never. They're like, seriously. And even my family says, just stay where you are, go and travel. And I wouldn't go home either.
Why? Why is that?
Well, my country is very particular
Okay, very particular.
economically and other aspects, but
Okay.
the mindset where I come from is very close-minded.
Can you tell us where exactly? I don't think we
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
about. Like
I'm
where you're from.
Hungarian, so I'm from
Hungarian.
Hungary.
Okay.
So the mindset is very close and very different. Like here, everybody's so kind and so nice,
Right,
right?
right.
If you would go to my country, probably people would be just always stressed and anxious, and the energy just stuck on you.
Got you.
Yeah. How got you here?
Say
How
that
got
again.
you here?
So
Why did you pick Thailand?
Why did I pick Thailand personally? Well, first of all, I've been coming to Thailand, traveling back and forth for over 5 years. I technically fell in love with the country, the food, the culture. One thing when I first landed here, I just felt a sense of peacefulness. I felt at peace, and I'm sure a lot of people could relate to, back home in the States, how things are just like so fast paced. No one has time for anything. And I felt like when I arrived here, I felt like the clock actually went back, meaning people are actually taking time to kind of like experience things, you know. making it their business to try to learn about that person. And I get it. Maybe people are in different phase in their life, and I feel like that's why a lot of people has been so attracted to Thailand. But beyond that too, the food, I love Thai food. I love pad Thai. I'm a vegetarian, so technically I don't eat meat. But there's so many options that I've noticed, like since I've been coming, visiting here for over 5 years, and it's been, something I really enjoy. But one thing I could say why I fell another thing in love with Thailand, I started building a sense of community, and it's like friendships. I think it's very important building solid friendships. People that you can, do some fun stuff with, but people you could connect with. At the end of the day, we, each one teach one. We're all like connected, and I think it's very important to have that, interaction, per se. Long story short.
Do you feel like people, don't you have this feeling also that people just come and go? And like it's harder to make friendship who stays because the rotation?
Yes. Well, great question. Yes, I feel people come and go for different reasons. Some people may be on a journey. They're not sure where they're looking to go in life. They're trying to figure it out. And some people saying, you know what, it's hard to build a friendship. I haven't found a friend. So at times they feel lonely. They don't really have a solid foundation. So they feel like it's so easy for them to move on to the next country, the next island, or what have you. But great question.
Yeah.
What else do you have for me?
You're asking a person about Thailand who was just a workaholic, and just always gym, work, eat, sleep, repeat.
Right. So now let's talk about, you decided to kind of leave your job, your contract job, and now you're venturing now to becoming a coach. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I think I achieved, I'm 35, if you can relate. I achieved my life to that point that I want to help people and I want to do bigger things than living in a system who are you getting the instruction and that's what you need to do and that's what you have to do. And I started to learn dance movement therapy and psychotherapy.
Okay, cool.
And that's when it came to my mind that, okay, I would rather do that, right? So I would rather to help with people with therapy and do other things.
Right.
And I just made the decision that I cut my contract.
Okay.
I said, thanks for everything, goodbye. And I will just look for my way. And I'm looking for my way.
Wow. So it must be really scary, right? Going from having a sense of, I would say, stability, right? Because you know what you have coming in, right? Every month. So how scary does it feel now? Now you have to fend for yourself, meaning you have to hunt yourself for you to feed yourself.
I think I was kind of really preparing my mindset.
Okay.
Like you have to change your mindset. And if you are in my situation, similarly, change your mindset from instead of asking how much is the bag to what's in the bag. Because trust in your skills that you're going to make it. So many people made it with online coaching, with different things, right? Why are they different? Because of their mindset. Not because they had more saved money or they have more knowledge or more skills. Like eventually I worked in education in 11 years. Like not like someone has maybe has more knowledge. I'm not saying not. But you know my point. Like it's on your mindset. Like and you can do it, then you're going to do it. It's just, the scaredness is about how much time you need to figure out until your savings finish.
Ooh, okay.
That's, so it's like the marathon. Like
Right.
you are doing it, but time is tick tock, and you don't know if you're going to figure it out until your savings end. I trust that I will. And I hope I will, but I think the scarcity is there, like the time. Not that you're not gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I know it.
Right.
It's more like that.
Speak it into existence. So if you can kind of, just tell us, so what's your goal within the next year from now? Where do you see yourself in the next year?
Yeah, so I'm building a business on binge eating disorder and fitness coaching for women. That was something I was struggling with. So I'm really experienced, and I have some clients I work with too.
Okay.
And I would like to build, I hope in a year I can build up to a 5 or 6 figure constant income.
Okay.
I don't want to say less because when you say like, oh, I have 4, and I'm just like, be ambitious, go for 6.
That's right.
You know, and if you make it to 5, you're like, okay, that's good, but be high achiever
Right.
instead of like just pushing barely your limits. So I hope I will have like a 5-6 figure business by next Christmas, let's say like a year and a month. Yeah.
So can you give a quick advice to anyone who's looking to, in your similar shoes, about thinking about leaving their contract, right? Their stable contract at work, and now deciding to become a coach and kind of being their own boss? What advice would you give?
I think there are 2 options, right? If your daytime job is not so exhausting and in the side you can start to build up your funnel and your clientele and something, do that way. So you will not be freaking out. But if you have a job like me that I was like 12 hours on a roll and weekends and like you exhausted to actually do anything,
Okay.
then have saved money for at least 6 to 8 months.
Okay.
And then it will start to roll in. But you need the right strategy. So you just, if you do my way that you quit, then either have a business coach or someone who guides you. So you go for it. If you don't have and you're not willing to invest in that, then have your job in the side until you figure out what's working for you.
Okay. I appreciate that. That's some great answer. Make sure you have saving for at least 6 to 8 months, but just make sure you have someone to actually guide you to watch over your shoulder and making sure you're not going to crash and burn. So just like another quick question I love to ask the people who I connect with, here. So do you like hip hop music?
I love hip hop music.
Nice.
I was a hip hop competition dancer, but I will not show you any videos. It's so embarrassing already.
I thought we were going to get a little sample or something, right? Come on.
I gave you some Hungarian dance sample with some folk dancing.
Nice. So what's your favorite hip hop artist out there? Which?
I have so many. I love T-Pain, Tini
T-Pain.
Tempa, Nelly, Usher. Oh wait, now I don't remember, but I love so.
Yeah. Okay.
I love your music too, though.
Oh, you love. Oh,
I love your music too. I have some favorite songs. Right? Don't ask me the names because I'm just like going for the beat, but
I really appreciate that.
I like your music too. It's really catchy.
Yeah.
And I like the beat, like the bass.
The bass. Oh, okay. Which one? Like
Which one I listen? Which one of the
Rush, Out of My Mind. Which
Rush
one?
I like
You
Rush.
like Rush?
That's
okay.
good one.
With that was hosted by Neil.
I will steal some of your music maybe for my program.
Yeah. Hey,
that will be the intro.
Okay.
You know, like
let's do it. So, I'm curious. You have any favorite lines from any hip hop artists that come to mind? If you just think of like.
Oh no, do you?
I asked you first. You said you like T-Pain. You say you like Nelly. What's your favorite songs like, or favorite lines?
Oh, Florida, I like it too.
Yeah.
You know the song that touch me. 18 plus.
18 plus.
You know that it's not like if you like my body, touch me, touch. I remember it was such a. Do you know why I remember it? Because when we were in a competition, there was a duet like male and female.
Right.
And there was a guy behind the girl, and was like touching around. But it was such a catchy intro because it was like if you like my body, and you just see his hands around her body.
Yeah. Oh,
it was so catchy. I think that song is just stuck in your head.
So I know you said you do some Hungarian dancing, right?
Well, it comes with the culture.
It comes with the culture. I'm just curious because I saw some videos because I was curious when you told me you done it like professionally. So I'm just curious how the movements go and stuff like that. I was just kind of.
Hungarian folk is really freestyle.
Yeah, like how?
Well, when you see guys be just like jumping around and screaming, whatever. It has fixed steps, but also depends on the area. And the girls and the boys' roles usually different. So the woman role is always very conservative, and we just go around. And the boys has like a lot of percussive moves, like ankle hitting and ta ta ta. Yeah, it's very different.
Do you miss it?
Now that's something I miss, right? Like Hungarian wine, I miss it. Big wine culture. I miss the Hungarian folk dance to see because then you feel really home, right? So when I go home. When I was in China 4 years, I haven't seen my family or everybody.
Wow.
So I stuck there. That was really hard. And when I went home, I'm just like, guys, nothing changed here though.
Right, right.
Like what a developed country. Like nothing changed here. Yeah, but the feeling is different when you hear your folklore music again, and the family wine, and my dad doesn't drink, and he's just like, I brought you some wine, let's drink together. I'm like, Dad, you don't even drink. Yes, but you're home. I'm like, okay.
Any Hungarian wines you recommend?
Asu is a really good one. It's a dessert wine. We are really famous from dessert wine. It's super sweet.
Okay.
So usually you drink it as dessert, like not the whole bottle.
Nice.
But it's a really good one. Yeah.
Nice. Well, this was really great. I appreciate you, sharing your whole story with me. It was nice learning a bit more about, your culture and your journey throughout Asia, and I really, really appreciate it. So, first of all, I would like to thank y'all for checking this episode out. If you can just give a like and subscribe, we're going to keep the content going. I got some amazing stuff to share with you guys, and we're going to keep this journey going. I appreciate you. Until next time, and it's just like that.